So let's leave the album and move into the thrashing in general. I'm sorry for my English.
No, it's okay. We're all deaf from
it was a loud. You might want to
show.
speak a little louder because we can't hear anything.
What?
So okay, I'll try it. Between the old thrashing and the now, is there any combination or any differences that you can mention, or it's all
Between then and now?
Yeah, between these years you started and now.
Well, as John stated before, a seed needs to be planted. So Johnny Appleseed here, basically, the roots will always be the same. I mean, occasionally you'll find that there's a little experimentation going on and everything, but we don't let it ruin anything. But basically, the music is really, there's no real change to the formula. It's always going to be about power, it's always going to be about aggression, it's always going to be about pushing the envelope. Going to 11, even though we can't really sure them out that far. But help along here.
What was the question?
I forgot.
It was actually
about the old thrash.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, well, I think the newer thrash bands, they're putting more crossover into the thrash part of the music. When thrash first started out, it was just basically trying to get the energy level. That was the message, the energy. But I think the thrash bands of today are trying to recapture the old energy from the original bands like us, but they're influenced so much that they have other elements of heavy metal in their thrash. So it's not as intense as the original from the 80s,
It's a new genre, music genre.
It is, but a lot of the young bands are listening to old bands and they're trying to recapture the aura of back then. So I know I like a lot of new bands and so on, but I don't think.
Any favorites?
High on Fire from Seattle. I like the darker stuff too, like Cradle of Filth. I like Destruction too. Like I'm not a younger band, but they're a thrash band. I know Rick's a fan of Destruction as well. I listen to all kinds of metal. Like my metal collections, it really varies. So I don't have any negativity against any metal band. It's all good music. It doesn't matter if it's death or goth or speed or thrash. I listen to it and I absorb it. And I think that's one of the reasons why on this new record that has a darker feel like the lyrics.
So, what is your advice to new bands that want to become like you or just want to become something more than they are?
Save yourselves.
Write for yourself. Write your music for yourself. Be a fan of your own music. That's probably the best advice you can ever do. If you stay true to who you are, other people will pick up on that, and if they're into the same thing you're into, they'll get it. If you try to write music for what you think people want, you're going to fail almost every time. So, I play music because I love it. That's the only reason. If I didn't love it, I wouldn't do it. I don't care if someone wanted to drive a dump truck full of money up to my house and said, play Britney Spears and pop music, I'd be like, no, I don't want to do that. I don't know. Okay. Well, you might.
I'm a slut when it comes to that.
But seriously, for me, I can't speak for these guys, but I think they feel pretty much the same. I mean, we play music because we love it. That's what you have to do. If you don't love what you're doing, it's going to show. People aren't going to care.
So you can tell when somebody's... Yeah. I've seen some of the younger bands, and I've noticed that, there's a certain formula writing technique that they're using to approach their music. They claim to be original, but it's almost impossible to be original nowadays. There's only so many notes on a guitar, and there's only so many combinations that you can do with it. And yeah, there can be millions of combinations, but it's really hard nowadays to be in a metal band and not be pigeonholed somehow. But I mean, like Clement said, you have to be a fan of your own music. You got to write for what you want. I mean, if you want to try to be different, that's great. But if you're happy with what you're doing, why? Who cares what anybody says?
Yeah.
Do your own thing.
So, what are the future plans for your band?
Go home and sleep.
That's the need.
Any other gigs?
Yeah,
Last night was like I say, it's crazy.
I was trying to go back to 1987.
Yeah.
And
that was a good sweaty metal
gig. Something about the crowds here in Greece, the scene here in Greece. I swear to God that as soon as I walked out and I saw everybody, I swear it was 1987 all over again.
It is good.
Fans in Greece have the fashion down to a T. Sneakers, the way they wear their socks, everything. It was just like, you know, it's like a day never passed. It was amazing.
So what's the message that you have to give them?
Thank you.
Keep it up. Don't stop.
Yes.
Don't stop because you know we love it and we love the way they are and please don't change.
Okay.
Seriously, don't change.
Yeah, and please
We
don't
hope
try
to
to
see you again soon.
Thank you very much. Thank you.